So I gotta be the bearer of bad news here. And it's that as of right now, I'm gonna be honest here. The Indiana Fever, you know the way last year people were saying, oh, the Fever weren't really prepared for a Caitlin Clark injury, and they like figured out a way around it, and they actually looked okay. I mean this when I say this. If Aliyah Boston is not healthy for 40 games, for 44 games, honestly, the Fever might struggle to make the playoffs. She doesn't have a backup. Like, Damiris Dantas is not a competent backup. Like, are we playing 6-1 Misha Hines-Allen center? Like, the Minnesota Lynx did that a couple of years ago. Like, it didn't do work out great for them. I don't think she's a bad power forward. I would not consider her a center. Albeit she did play reps at center last year for the Dallas Wings. I still don't think she's the greatest center. And then, like, Monique Billings isn't really a center. Like, I don't really know what the Indiana Fever are trying to do here. In terms of, like, pure size, they have none of it. Like, they actually don't have any of it. And, like, I'm looking through, even when it comes to training camp, they have none of it. Like, they don't even really have A team versus B team size for like training camp games. Like, you've got KK Timpson, who's beyond lost, Damiris Dantas, Mo Billings, and Aliyah Boston. That's the only things that kind of resemble any size. And Aliyah's not big. Like, Aliyah's 6'3". It's not like she's short or anything. I'm not going to be out there and saying Aliyah Boston's is like too small to play at the 5, because she's not. But, like, she's not a big 5. And we have seen the Indiana Fever really struggle, and Aliyah especially really struggle with those bruising bigs. Like, she has really struggled. Thankfully, they don't really exist that much anymore. She has really struggled on the defensive end with Tiara McCowan. She really has struggled, albeit on the other end, she has cooked Brittany Griner. I'll give credit where credit's due. On the other end, she has absolutely cooked Brittany Griner. But she has really struggled dealing with Brittany Griner on the defensive end. Like, this is a finesse big who struggles against size. The Indiana Fever have nobody to deal with certain teams. Like, they have nobody to deal with the Chicago Sky. Like, I'm looking at, like, the playoff competing teams. I think they might struggle with the Connecticut Sun, you know. I think they might struggle with Ono and Brittany Griner. Like, there are teams, and it was just like, again, in Caitlin Clark's rookie season. I understand they went 2-1 against them, and, like, Aliyah and Caitlin killed them. But, like, they really struggled with the Dallas Wings, who had Kalani Brown and Tiara McCowan. They've really struggled against those type of teams. And while Aliyah excels against the A'ja Wilsons of the world, like, she does struggle against size, and the Indiana Fever have no answer. If a team is able to have size, which is why, again, Aliyah has struggled against John Quell, it's really difficult one looking at the Fever and seeing how the hell you can compete with Aliyah as kind of your one center. And, like, Mo Billings is definitely not a Alana Smith can play the 5 if needed. Mo Billings is an out and out 4. She's not really at, like, I've seen people compare her to Temi, but I'm like, offensively she's significantly better. And, like, Temi's a 5 defensively, sure. She's kind of a 4 on offense as much as anything. She was a rim running 4 playing with Aliyah. And, like, that's what people have said. They were like, okay, can you get, like, it's why people wanted Alana Smith, because they're like, Aliyah can start playing inside out and she's someone who can defend 5s. I think Aliyah is a really good player defending 4s. And the thing is with Aliyah is that it's very evident from Unrivaled, she's in the best shape of her life. Like, she's got herself into almost like a power forward shape. And I understand it's better to have her as an advantage, have the speed at the 5 as an advantage. But there's no backup. Like, Damiris Dantas is not a competent backup. Michaela Timpson's not a competent backup. maybe. When this is all said and done, the one wild card in all of this is Maisha Hines-Allen. The wild card is Maisha Hines-Allen. If Maisha Hines-Allen is at her best, okay, maybe I can see division. I can't see division. Even if Hines-Allen's at her best. Hines-Allen and Mo Billings can share the floor at the 4. Like, if you're looking at this team, even in training camp, they didn't sign Oldacre, who's 6'6", and just a big body. She's a big body that you can throw out there. She's 6'6" and plays her ass off. They didn't even have Reagan Beers, who's 6'5" with touch and just a bruiser. They're a size. They didn't even sign Hannah Stolke, who's like 6'3", runs her ass off and can guard bigs as a versatile defender, connector big piece. Like, rumor is she's gone to the Valkyries. Like, it is now the stage where you're looking at the Indiana Fever, at the team that they've put together right now, and you're like, I don't understand what they're trying to do. I don't understand what they're trying to put together. I don't understand why they have left Aliyah Boston out on an island. And I'm being real here. If Aliyah Boston, let's just say she picks up a touch wood, she doesn't. But you have to talk about this hypothetical. Every single thing is about, the Indiana Fever brought in 75 guards because they're worried about what happened last year where all their guards got injured. But like, if Aliyah Boston even picks up a minor injury, the Fever mightn't win a game. Like, there's so many guards that, yes, obviously the Fever will struggle without Caitlin Clark. But the Fever, like, Aliyah's going to have to play 35 minutes a night. And the whole thing is, we need to get, Caitlin and Kelsey to rest. Like, what about Aliyah? Aliyah got injured and unrivaled. Aliyah has come into the quote-unquote off-season portion injured. Like, the Fever are literally an Aliyah Boston injury away from being a lottery team. Like, it is, I hate saying it, but they don't have a backup. Aliyah Boston is literally, the Fever are an Aliyah Boston injury away from, being a lottery team. I also think they're a Caitlin Clark injury away from being a lottery team. But they're definitely an Aliyah Boston injury away from being a lottery team. And for me, I'm like, it's just not good enough from the organization to be in this position right here. It's genuinely just not good enough. So anyway, yeah, that is the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.